is Froggy Draws. You could also refer to me as FD for short, or Froggy if that's what you're like. That's what you like, you know? Perfect English, I know. But today, I have a very special video planned for you guys because I'm going to be ranking my top 7 favorite Pokemon that I've done so far. With that being said, I need to clarify all these materials that I've used so far to make these, that way you can make them at home. So we have green mechanical pencil. Obviously it doesn't have to be green, but I use that. Green mechanical pencil. Some ink that you could pick up from any store to outline your designs. And my favorite one that I like using so far is the Prismacolor coloring pencils. I got this at Hobby Lobby. Now these are kind of pricey, but I do recommend picking them up because they do very nice. They're very nice to me. With that being said, on to the rankings. We have rank 7 to start off with today, which is Murkrow. Now this is one of the first ones that I've done so far. Obviously you can see how faded it is and how not complete it is, only because I just barely got started to get used to the Prismacolor coloring pencils. And I will show you the card that I based this off of. This is my reference that I've used for it. Let's see if the camera picks that up. In this one, I could have done better. And as you can see here, I don't know if you could see down below is the date that I completed this one on. And I'm going to do a part 2 on this one, only because I'm going to redeem this one probably. I might redeem this one, but who knows? Stay tuned for part 2. We have number 6. We have number 6, which is my favorite from Diamond and Pearl. Also, you can see the sky on Black and White 2. Yeah, I believe it's 2. No, post game, it's post game. I'm pretty sure it's post game. Let me know in the comments below. But we have Toxicroak, which we have black and blue values that I've used so far on this one. And I like how the bubble came out beneath his face alongside with the mustache that he has. Now my only problem and the reason why I made this guy number 6 is because of his eyes, and also because of the pose that I made for him. Doesn't really stand out that much with the little pins and needles that I made for him. It doesn't really stand out that much, but I do like this one a lot. Tell me in the comments how you would rank these. I'd really like to read them. Now, down to number 5. Now, number 5 is a fan favorite, which is Mew. This is probably one of the cleanest ones that I've done so far, with very little work on the coloring, only because I don't know how to go about it. But this is the cleanest one that I've done so far. This one it didn't take me that long to do, but I like how basic this one is. I like how it stands out more than the rest because of how, you know, simple and clean this one is. That's why it's number 5. Moving on to number 4, which we have Zekrom. Now Zekrom is my favorite legendary of all time. Gen 5, that's what I grew up on. And obviously, I'm going to point out the little mistakes that I've done with this mon here soon, which is the top of his head and then here, only because I did not do this well. But besides those 2 mistakes, obviously this being longer, it's supposed to be longer with the swiggly thing on top of there, I'm pretty sure. We have the gray being dominant, and then the black coloring that I've done on it makes it really strong, and this one pops out like day and night. This one really pops out, which it's one of my favorite ones. Moving on to number 3, we have Venusaur. Now Venusaur should have been number 2, but I believe, you know, it's number 3. Venusaur is number 3 in my heart. With obviously the little details that I've done so far, it could be better, but it does stand out to be very, very good and clean. With the pink that I've used on top of his flower, with the green leaves and everything on there, with the red details I've got so far, it looks pretty solid. And here I'm going to show you the little tribulations and mistakes that I've made with this one. Obviously some of these heads are derpy and bodies are derpy. You can see all my errors getting up to that point. It's my favorite one so far. Very derpy. This is what we could have had, but I messed up, obviously. Now, starting off with number 2, next, which is Dragonite. I love this mon more than any other mon in the world. I love how orange this guy is. I love how he's a dragon type. I love how clean and basic he is. And I'm going to show you that I used a reference on him as well, because this one's very neat and very strong. See if the camera picks it up. Now he's number 2 because of the orange and the blue contrast, and I just love the design that I picked for this guy. This guy's very strong and remains number 2. Love this guy. Now for the last and final one, we have Golisopod. Now Golisopod is my favorite one that I've done so far. He's number 1. He's the best, only because of how strong he looks compared to the other ones that I've did. I like the shading that I've done on this one, the darks, the dark rays that I've used, claws, the white, and obviously mistakes once again. These should have been red, I believe, if not another color. Let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, this is very clean, very sick, and I'd love to do another version of this one. Maybe in the future, who knows. But with that being said, thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.